Hello everyone, mabuhay! This is Mavic, and for today's episode, I'm gonna show you how I started my seeds. I hope you are all doing okay. So on my last episode, I walked you through the different seeds that I am growing this season. So these are the seed packets that I showed you guys, and I also showed you where I got them from and the importance of starting with quality seeds. And for today's episode, I'll show you the different methods that I use to grow my seeds. It is not a one-size-fits-all. The germination process could be different depending on the seeds that you are growing. Some could be directly sowed on the ground, some may need to be soaked, and some may benefit from the paper towel method. So as I've mentioned in my previous video, if you are new to seed starting, begin with those easy and reliable seeds like tomatoes, basils, nasturtiums, and beans. They are easy to germinate and they grow quickly. And once you've mastered these, you can try more challenging plants. So someone asked me why I grew my plants from seeds when I can just buy seedlings from local nurseries. So the number one reason is they don't sell seedlings until in late March or early April. I feel like growing or starting my plants from seeds gives me a longer growing season. I can start them as early as January or February. Sometimes I actually start them as early as December. It is rewarding to see them as lifeless seeds and see them grow and sprout. And I can save money. But more importantly, at least for me, is that I can plant hard-to-find varieties. Options in store is very limited, very few varieties to choose from, but this catalog, ta-da! This contains hundreds of seeds from around the world. Some of them are exotic, some can only be found in tropical areas like in Southeast Asia, and you will find things in this catalog that you've never seen before, or things that you didn't know you wanted. So for this year, more than half of my edible plants were started from seeds. It is important to have a great quality seed starting mix because it has some nutrients in it that will help your seedling get to a good start. There is a ton of videos out there if you want to make your own seed starting mix, but for me, I am using a store-bought mix. Perhaps when I triple the size of my garden, then I can start my own mix. It just isn't cost effective for me at this point. As I've mentioned in my previous video, if you are new to seed starting, I highly suggest that you follow the direction on the seed packets. That would set you up for success. Most seed packets tell you how deep to plant. A rule of thumb is to sow them at a depth of about twice the width of the seed. Now, there isn't just one way of doing things. Some people like to directly sow their seeds on the ground, even for those harder to germinate seeds. Some wants to start with a moist soil, while some starts with a dry soil, then add in their seeds and then water. I do the latter. I like to just put my seeds on a dry soil and then moist them afterwards. So for watering, if you are using a hose or your kitchen sink water, make sure that your water is in low setting. You want to set the soil first, and you want to make sure that the seed is not thrown out of the dirt, especially for those tiny seeds. And make sure to label your tray. It helps you keep track of your seedlings and remember what you planted where. But, they are worthless if you can't read them, so make sure you're still able to read them in 6 to 8 weeks after planting. Use permanent markers if possible. I'm in Zone 7B 8A, so if I start my seeds in late Feb or early March, I start them indoors. But this year, we had a very mild winter, so I placed them directly in the greenhouse by our patio. Now for seeds to germinate, you need to keep the soil damp but not too wet. It is important not to overwater or let them sit in water. This is a mistake that I've done quite a few times. Seedlings are delicate babies. They need daily attention and lots of tender loving care, especially when they are young. And these are some of the tomatoes. This is just one of the 5 varieties that I have started from seeds, but look at how healthy they are. And I'm gonna show you the avocado that I have started from seeds. So hold on. And this is the avocado plant that I started from seed. I also started a few seeds using the paper towel method. This is the Chunpaku Okinawan bitter melon seed. I soak the seeds overnight, clip the tip, and place them in a damp paper towel and then put them in a Ziploc bag. I germinated this for about a week, and this is the result. And look at this seedling. So far, it is doing great. Most of the seeds did not germinate, so I really hope that this one makes it. I think these agerato mix are now ready to be transplanted, so let's go ahead and put these on the ground. These are great looking roots. And there are 3 plants in this pocket, but I'm not going to separate them. I'll plant them just like so. I don't want to hurt the plant. And here they are, just 2 weeks after transplanting. And here are the other plants that I started from seeds. These baby's breath that are starting to flower, just beautiful tiny white flowers, but I thought it's supposed to be pink. Anyway, and then these sitaw or asparagus beans, these Asian cucumbers, the Natsu futsunari and Japanese long cuke, then these giant perfections that I started along with the agerato mix. These arugula that I directly sowed on the ground, and these should be ready to go on the table next weekend, so I have to start looking for recipes. These straw flowers and different pepper varieties and those green onions. Then this bed has about 4 Roma tomatoes. And those are green beans that I also sowed directly on the ground. And this bed also has a couple more tomato plants. There is San Marzano tomato, yellow pear, and cherry tomato. And then I have 1 cut flower here. That is the tornado red plant just underneath those marigolds. And I have other seedlings that are ready to be transplanted, but I just don't have a home for them just yet. So there you go, that's how I started my seeds. Planting from seeds is a one great happy experiment, so try it. You might like it. And if you do, please let me know. Alright, see you guys! Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comment box below. Please stay safe and have an amazing growing season.